It sounds wonderful that, as you said, that you will invite students who aggressively or actively join the program. Can you share that what makes that VetMed program of University of Surrey so unique?
Okay.
Because it's so wonderful.
So Surrey has what's known as a distributed model or a non-traditional model. We do not have a teaching hospital like the traditional model. So we've got a vet school, but we haven't got a vet hospital. So the unique thing about our clinical training, which is the final year rotation, is that we send our students out to clinical partners. So these are the future employers of the students or practices, and we make sure that they get that kind of first-hand experience on what is life like as a vet, you know, the primary care, because when they graduate, those are the cases they're going to see. They're not going to graduate and become specialists straight away. So that's what Surrey's distributed model is, giving them that first-hand experience in general primary care, so that by the time they graduate, they've got really high level of confidence, not just to see the cases, but it's also to work out the whole process of being a vet. Because remember, being a vet is not just seeing the animal, it's also working with the nurse, working with the animal care assistant, the receptionist, the client, the system in which you have to put your records. You have to be familiar with all of those things, and you have to do things in a timely manner. So the training really helps students build that confidence because they are immersed in that actual experience, and therefore when they graduate, they've got a lot more confidence to handle this in their career.
So can you make like one or two examples that have teachers or the program assist the student during their study time?
I guess I'll just focus on the clinical training, which is the final year. How we support our students is that we work with the partner practices that's across the UK, and we have what we call preceptors. So these are individuals that we train to kind of give students the right feedback.
It happens in their last year, right?
Yes, in their final year.
So how about the earlier stage when they study that? Because I think before send them to your partners, you have to make sure that the students already trained properly. So before that, how you prepare them can handle the situation when they got the chance to get their rotation.
Okay, in the earlier years, so when we teach from year 1 to 4, we are focusing on giving them the skills. So first they will always start with mostly a lecture. And this is, getting the basic knowledge, the theory that they need to know. Then it will follow through with a practical where they will need to be very hands-on. So for example, in the very first year, we teach them about animal handling and husbandry. So this is the core species, dogs, cats, rabbits, cattle, sheep, horses. We give them the lectures about the industry, about the animal, about the, how do you manage the hoofs, or how do you feed a cow, what is the right kind of diet that's needed. And then we take them to the practical and they handle these animals. So actually just before they move to live animals, we usually give them a chance to practice on models. A lot of times students are so worried to cause hurt to the animals. So we give them models where they can, learn where to put their hands, maybe for horses to keep putting the head collar, keep practicing on a model. Once you're confident, we move on to live animal. So that's what we do. We do practical teaching with them. And this will always be with academics to support them. If they've got any questions, they're doing things wrong, we support them in that way. So that happens throughout the first 4 years, whether it's husbandry or it's clinics. They will always be teaching, practical, and then they get hands-on experience. So all of that knowledge from year 1 to 4 is enough to prepare them for clinical training in the final year.
And so I believe that the last year is a very important stage to prepare them well before they step on their own career.
Yes.
Besides these practical or rotation chances with your partners, is there other resources or support or assistance provided by the school, the faculties, that students can be more well prepared for their career seeking or development?
Students that graduate from Surrey or any accredited veterinary program will of course get their recognition of the degree. So in the UK, in Surrey specifically, it's called the Bachelor's of Veterinary Science. So you will get a BVMSCI postnominal. That means this is the name after your name. You carry this title. Also, because we are UK accredited by the Royal College of Veterinary Surgeons, that means that's our regulatory body. So that's the body that recognizes that the quality of veterinary education provided is up to standard and acknowledged by the RCVS. It also gives you membership to the RCVS. So automatically, if a student passes their final exam, more likely when they graduate, they will get the BVM SCI and they will also get MRCVS, which is Member of the Royal College of Veterinary Surgeons. Now, this piece of qualification allows you to practice in any RCVS recognized country. So at the moment right now, it's, RCVS is recognized in the UK, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, Hong Kong, South Africa. So these are...
It's not limited just in the UK, actually.
No.
You have so many opportunities in other countries as well.
Absolutely. So any country that states in their regulation that they recognize the RCVS, then you can actually practice in that country. If the country doesn't recognize, then you might need to do a license exam. But that's just one exam to practice into the country. It shows that you've got a very high standard of veterinary education, and it just opens your doors, for different career path. If you want to move from one country to the other, you can definitely do that. I'm just going to add as well, in Surrey, just to help students with future employment, because of the innovative curriculum that we have, that teaches a lot about communication, management, finance, leadership skills. The Chartered Management Institute, which is an international organization, has recognized our degree and given a dual accreditation. So University of Surrey students are entitled to also another postnominal, which is a foundation in Chartered Management. So they can get 3 postnominals just by doing a 5-year course, which is quite nice actually.
Yes. So I think that really opens many doors.
Yes.
For after the graduation from the vet medicine program of Surrey.
It helps because sometimes you don't know where your future lies. You might start with being a clinician for many years, and then you decide maybe I need to go down a path of working in a different situation. So at that point, it's quite useful then to look at your CV and be like, okay, I've got extra things that sets me aside from other people. So sometimes when you're thinking about your career, it's not just about the career when you're in your 20s. You must also think about your career in your 30s or your 40s. So having additional postnominals like this, or having an opportunity to practice in different parts of the world, just opens up your options should you want to move in the future.
Indeed, that sounds really wonderful if they go to Surrey. That no matter you want to change your destination or you want to change different working environments, you have all kinds of options. So can you help the tiny student once they get admitted by the vet medicine of the Surrey, what a week would look like, what the program will go through, and is there any hands-on experience? Although you did mention a little bit earlier, or maybe a lot of fieldwork opportunities.
Yes, okay. So, and this is where the word resilience will need to come in, or hard work. A vet program is not like other courses where you only have a day or 2 in a week. The vet timetable basically is every day, pretty much 9 to 5 or Monday to Friday. Not always. Also in the UK, usually kept Wednesday afternoon is usually kept free for students to do sports. So it encourages them to participate in non-teaching activity, but pretty much most days there will be lectures. So we try and balance it out where, say, maybe there might be like 3 hours of lecture, and then you go for your lunch break, and then you do your practical session after. And practicals will always be in smaller groups. So sometimes a student practical might be 1 to 3 o'clock, and then another group will be 3 to 5 o'clock. So you are required to spend quite a bit of time in a day at the university, but it will be Monday to Friday most of the time. Lectures, practicals, and then when they go into their clinical years, like 3rd year, 4th year, it is encouraged that they use some additional time to practice on their own. So we've got something called open access where the students can book time to practice their clinical skills. because when they're studying in the practical, they're learning for the first time.
You teach them how to do it.
Exactly.
It's more important that you're familiar and
Absolutely.
very skillful by yourself.
Exactly. So then they can practice at maybe I want to practice, at 6 o'clock. So they can book that with their friend, have their meal, and then come and just, practice when it's just 2 people, take their time to kind of practice so that they get more comfortable with it. And also when they do the exams, it's easier because they've just practiced loads.
So, guys, it's very important that you not only have your passion on animals, but you also need curiosity that keep your passion going on.
Yes,
and
hard work.
Also accumulate your knowledge and also that emotionally and physically healthy and strong enough to dive into the field and to seek the different possibilities.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thank you for coming today to share so many details.
No problem. So happy.
Possibilities and also resources that the University of Surrey supported our students. If you get admitted, which is a super competitive program. But since the program is so solid and so connected with the industry, not only in the UK, but also other countries and other industry as well, that I believe you have to fight for yourself to get in.
Yep.
So thank you for coming today.
You're most welcome. Thank you for having me, and good luck to all of you Taiwanese future vet students who want to get in. We're very excited to have you at the University of Surrey.
Thank you, Dr. Sharmini. 那今天借由教授的分享，希望大家对于就是进入在英国就读跟兽医相关的科系，以及学校的资源，甚至未来的职涯发展上，可以给大家更多的想象。尤其是我们在动物保育或者是福利或者是医疗的产业上，可能台湾目前还是一个正在发展中的国家。那其实其他国家有更多更先进更多元的资源给大家参考。那借由教授的分享，希望大家今天就会觉得说我接下来应该好好准备我自己，因为毕竟兽医还是一个非常竞争的科系哦。那就好好准备自己，然后进入一个这么棒的学校来就读 Vet Science 这个领域。谢谢。